Yes. Okay. Okay. As part of our last class, what we have discussed some JDK-5 features like enhancer for loop, enums demo, and static imports. Correct? So these
Yes.
are the some of the features. We will see some of the features today, and we will start. We will see today some more. Two more new features about JDK5. After that, we will start collections. So, but still we have some more JDK5 features, but we will start on the fly because we need to cover some other topics. Then if you will discuss JDK5 features, then that will give more meaning. Okay. First, we will see some more one more feature is annotations. So let me give a package.
Is it a JDK
Yes, yes.
annotation or?
It's a JDK. In JDK5, we have a new features they added called annotations.
Okay. All right.
So annotation, what is the purpose of annotation? There is a two purpose. One is it will give some meta information to the user. It will give some meta information to the user. User is means who is developer. It will
Uh-huh.
give some meta information to the developer. Let's suppose we are the developers, right? So it will give some meta information. So I will give some examples so that you will get more sense what is additional information or how it will help exactly. So that is one usage, and the second usage is right. So right now what we are doing, so by using annotations we can able to remove some piece of code. We can able to remove some piece of code, meaning so now say for instance in one class what we are doing, you are creating a method, correct? You are creating a class and you are creating a method, correct? If someone want to access the method, what they had to do, they had to create an object and they had to call the method, correct? So that is the way we are going to reuse the code. In the similar way, annotation also, inside the annotation we can write some common code, common functionality, and users can able to access the annotation and they can able to reuse that piece of code, whatever code you have written inside the annotations. So we will see that example more, then you will get more clarity. So these are the some of the two examples and usage of annotations. Just some theoretical I'm telling you, then we will see the examples. Okay. Com test dot. So this is one of the new feature available in JDK 5, and in JDK 4 this feature is not available.
Okay.
Okay. First one is, I said it will give some meta information to the developer, correct? So what is that meta information? Say for instance, we know every class super class is object class, correct?
Right.
So from object class we are getting hash code and equals method, correct? From object method we are getting hash code and equals method. So now let me create a simple class. So this is a simple class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how to create an object for this class? A
You
O
said.
B J equal to new A, correct?
Right.
So this is the way we are going to create an object.
Right. But can you put this is object equal new a? We could do it that way, right?
A O B J equal to new. Yeah, oh, yeah. What is that you are telling?
The before the object, right? There is a. Can I take that off and just put the object equal new a? That.
Instead of A, you are asking me to create
Yeah.
object. Yes, yes, you can. Why? Because every class, super class is object. So the
Okay.
super class of A is object, meaning it look like this. Meaning whether you are writing this one or not doesn't matter. These two words are optional. Whether you are writing extends object or not, it doesn't give more meaning. But compiler will add that word extends object. Compiler will add that words basically extends object. Okay. So generally we are creating an object in this way, right?
Manohar, just yeah, put it just a. Okay, good.
Okay, so that it will give more sense. Otherwise, it will give confused. Okay, a obj equal to obj. So this is the way we are creating an object. Say for instance, now I want to print the value of object. So this is the way we are printing the object value, right?
Right.
So now if I run it, what it will print? Class name at the rate of
Object creation.
correct. So this is the way it will give the object value. It is not giving the values, right? If you want to see the value, what we had to do, we had to override the toString method, correct?
Right.
So how we are overriding control space and we are selecting toString method, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the overridden method. It is not part of your class. It is we have overridden a method from which is there, which is available under superclass, correct?
Right.
So this is called overriding, correct?
Right.
So how you know this is, say for instance some new developer came and he is checking, so whether this method is really written from this class or it is coming from superclass, how he came to know? If you see this annotation, right? See,
Mm-hmm.
at the rate of override.
Right.
So it is just a information to the developer. Whether it is there or not, you will not get any difference. Even though if you remove also, code will work as it is. Whether you are keeping or removing doesn't make any difference for the developer. But what is the use? Just it will say or it will give some information to the user, meaning so this method is coming from the superclass and we are overriding it. We are modifying the behavior.
Right.
So that is a just meta information kind of thing to the developer.
Yes.
Now let me write one more class here. Public int add return x plus y, and let me make here int x comma y. Okay, so this is a method. So this is a simple class and I included my own method.
Yes.
Okay, now let me add this one here. What it will happen?
This is not override.
Yes. So does it taking override method here, override annotation?
No, because it's not been on the.
It is not there in superclass.
Right.
So it is a just information. So okay, now what I will do? Let me comment out because this is not part of superclass. Now class B extends A.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I'm going to do? Did you see this? Now here I can able to add override.
Yes.
So meaning this method is part of class A also.
Right.
So that kind of information we are getting from by using this annotation.
Right.
So this is the kind of a meta information to the developer, which will provide JDK-5 feature.
Hmm.
This is clear, right?
Right. Just one quick question.
Yeah.
Can I do the override? Is the public string to string that one? The one that is in a from coming from superclass to class A. Can I override that piece of code in a class B?
Yes, yes, you can. Why? Because class B superclass is class A, right?
Right.
And what is the superclass of class A? Object class, correct?
Right.
So inside the object class, whatever it is there, it will come to A, correct?
Right.
So inside the class A, whatever is available, it will come to.
B.
So then you can able to override it, obviously. Meaning, so first we have a class. So A class, what is the superclass? Object, correct?
Right.
So now B class, what is the superclass?
Okay.
And now A class superclass is A, correct?
Uh-huh.
So now under object class, whatever is there, it will come to A, correct?
Right.
Under A, whatever is there, it will come to.
B.
So indirectly, whatever is there inside O, it is there A, and everything is coming to.
B.
So you
Okay.
can override the two-string method,
Okay.
correct?
Mm-hmm. So, so my understanding, even though I have like 5, 6 classes, right?
Yes,
Each of those is, since it is in a super class, one of the object is been like method is been.
correct, yes.
So I can write that. I can override that method in a class B, class C, class D as I'm
Yes,
moving forward,
yes,
right?
yes, yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Now, whenever you are extending class A, meaning indirectly whatever is available in under A and B, so that will come to.
Class B.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So that is the one simple example.
Uh,
So now whatever features are available under A, so everything will come to B. So indirectly whatever available in under object class, that also will be part of B class now. Now
Right.
if you say here two-string method, so you will get annotation.
Okay, got it.
So this is some meta information just.
Right. So same way I can extend the class B, right?
Yes, you can extend class C, right? Class C. Now if you extend class B, what will happen?
It will extend all the
Correct,
code.
yes. So whatever is available under B, whatever is available under A, and whatever is available under object class, everything will be part of
Of
C
the C.
class.
Okay. Yep.
Yes, this is the way we are reusing the code, correct? We are not going to write the same add functionality again and again.
Right.
So whenever you have whatever our behavior is available, so that will be part of C class.
Right. Mhm.
So this is clear, right?
Right. But you don't have to write the public, right, before class for that extending?
Yes, public is not required. That is an access specifier. Whether you want to access this object or this class only within the package or outside the package, something like that. That is access specifier.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'm using. Okay.
Yes.
If I'm using a public, so that will be within this package, right?
So if you use public, we can able to access anywhere.
Right.
Public means anywhere, whether in same
Right.
package or other package or other project, everywhere you can able to access.
Right.
If you
And
are not mentioning anything, meaning it's a default only within the package.
oh, okay. All right. Good.
So
So
here there is no specifier, right? So you can able to access this one only within the package.
right. Right. Got it.
So that is the access specifier. Private means only within this class.
Okay.
Private means only within this class.
Right.
And protected means same class, same package, and if you extend that class, and if you can able to extend it, then you can able to use it.
Right.
Protected. So that
Protected.
is the four access specifiers:
Right. Right. Right.
default, protected, private, and public.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is clear, right? At the rate of override. So just
Right.
meta information.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I said another usage. So another usage meaning. So far what we are doing, right? So we are writing some piece of code like this, correct?
Right.
So we have annotation called. So maybe I can give this example later. So when we are discussing some other topics, right? So you can write your own annotation, write your own annotation with ABC. So you write annotation called ABC. Okay. So ABC is an annotation name. At the rate of ABC is annotation name. You have written your own annotation. So what it will do exactly? So you can expect some methods. A equal to some value, comma B equal to some value. So ABC is annotation, and if you give some two inputs, it will validate and it will give some results to you.
Mm.
So you write one time this annotation and you give to the users so they can able to access from anywhere. And these two are the inputs. A and B is the inputs and we have to provide the values. So this example how to develop your own annotations that we will see later. I will explain you later. So now if I will start writing this one, it will not give more sense. In this way, we can able to reuse the code.
Right.
So basically, you can able to write your own annotation. See, now this is an inbuilt annotation, correct? We are not writing this one.
Right.
So it is coming as part of JDK. In the similar way, you can able to write your own annotation also. So you can write your own annotation so that users can able to access their annotations, your annotation, and they can able to reuse the code, whatever is available under this annotation. So this is the second usage. So how to write annotations and how to use it. Okay. So this second example I will tell you later.
Okay.
Okay. The first example is meta information and second example is how to write our own annotation and how to use it.
Okay.
Okay. This is clear, right, so far?
Mhm.
Okay. Now there is one more feature is available called auto boxing and unboxing. So what is that meaning? Let me. Okay. For that, what I will do, I am going to create a new project. So only for that example, I need a new project. Why? Because I want to use 1.5 sometime, 1.4 features sometime. JDK compiler. Okay, features to finish it. So just now I created a new project, JDK-5 Features underscore something. So now let me create a new class. So just now I created a new class, and inside this class what I want to do. So far how we are declaring a variables integer x equal to 10.
All right.
Correct? So here integer is a primitive data type. Primitive data type meaning, so this is a primitive data. Do you see at any point of time capital integer?
Nope.
So, okay, you didn't see this value, right?
Right.
See here what is happening. So, so this is called primitive data type, and this is called wrapper classes. So what is the difference between this integer and this class? See right now, let me go back to compiler version 5. So right now it is pointing to 1.4 JDK. So let me point to 5 first. So I'm going to change the compiler version 1.4 to 1.5. If you see here, right? So this is a int value, right? 10 is an integer value, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here also 104. This is also integer, correct? This
All
is
right.
also integer value and this is also integer value. So this is an integer and this is an integer value. So I can able to assign to int, and similarly I can able to assign to integer. So the value is same. Value type is integer, correct?
Right.
Integer. And if you see this, how we are holding it. So this is a primitive data type and this is a wrapper class. So I can able to assign this integer value directly to integer class. Integer is a wrapper class and it is available under JDK 1.5.
Hmm.
So did you see any compilation here?
Nope.
There is no compilation error, right? So now let me point to 1.4. What will happen? So far now I'm using JDK 1.5. So there is no compilation error, right?
All right.
So let me point to 1.4. How it will work? So let me point to 1.4 compilation. So I'm changing the JDK compiler to 1.4. So now, did you see one compilation error?
Yes.
So what is meaning? So now it is not taking 104. We are not able to assign to it. Integer remaining wrapper class. So this is the primitive data type and this is a wrapper data type. Under wrapper data type we have so many classes. First one is integer. So we are not able to assign int value to integer. So how to assign it? How to fix this one? To fix this one, what we have to do? Integer xx equal to, so this is the way to assign the value to the wrapper class in JDK 1.4.
Hmm.
If you print the value x I'm printing and xx I'm printing, so you will get similar value 10 and 104.
Right.
So but in JDK 1.4, if you want to assign the integer value to the wrapper class, so we have to use new and wrapper class and we have to pass the corresponding value. So this is the syntax in 1.4.
Hmm. Okay.
So because we are using JDK is 1.4,
5.
I changed 5 to 4.
Yeah, 1.4.
If I try to, okay, so this is the way to assign the value, correct?
Right.
Say for instance, now what I'm going to do, I am going to write one more sentence 6.4 and I don't want to use this word. I want to assign the value directly. So then I had to use, so does it work? I'm not able to assign directly, right?
Right.
So the way we are assigning the value here, it is called boxing. What we are doing, we are converting the 104 to, we are using basically, we are adding some more feature, new integer, and we are passing the 104. After that, we are assigning, correct?
Right.
So this process is called boxing. This process is called boxing. So we are not able to assign this 104 directly to the XX. So what we had to do, we had to use new integer and we had to pass the integer value and then we can able to assign it to XX, correct?
Right.
So this process is called boxing. So boxing we have to do in JDK 1.4. Otherwise you are not able to assign the value directly. See, when we are assigning integer value directly to integer class, does it taking? It is not taking, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So how to fix this one? What I had to do? I had to do boxing, correct? Boxing means new integer, then it will take. So I had to do some additional work, correct? JDK 1.4. So this is called boxing. So if you don't want to do this additional work, what you have to do? So you have to use JDK 1.5. So if I use JDK 1.5, what will happen? So I no need to write new integer. See here. So now I can remove it. Did you see this? Now
Right.
no need to write new integer. So this is called boxing, and in JDK 1.5, this JDK will take care of that part, meaning it will write bracket side new integer 1.104. It will treat like this. In JDK 1.5, so you no need to write that boxing piece of code, correct? But whereas in JDK 1.4, you have to write in this way, otherwise your code will not compile. But whereas in JDK 1.5, you can able to assign the value directly.
Hmm.
So you got the difference, right?
Right.
So for wrapper class, you can able to assign the integer value directly. So this is called as a boxing in 1.5. So boxing means JDK 1.5. It will take care of the boxing part automatically backend side. So you no need to write this piece of code, meaning you no need to write like this. So you can remove here. See, we saved some piece of code right here.
Right.
So this piece of code, this way you can able to assign directly only by using JDK 1.5.
Hmm.
So if you want to use JDK 1.4, then we have to write explicitly like this. So this is 1.4 and this is 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the difference, right?
Right.
Okay, now let me go to another example. So now we have a value xx1. So xx1 is having some int value, right? Correct?
Right.
So now what I want to do, I want to assign this value to y to xx1. Did you see this? So int is a primitive data type, right? This one.
Right.
Int is a primitive data type. All capital integer is called wrapper classes. Meaning I can able to assign the wrapper class value to primitive data type. Correct?
Right.
Primitive data type meaning. So I'll tell you. Primitive data types examples are like integer, float, double, char, long. So these are the primitive data types. Did you see this? Small int, small float, small double, small char, small long.
Right.
So these are the primitive data type. Now the second one is wrapper classes, meaning capital integer, capital
Plot.
float, capital
Double.
double.
So that's the difference. But
Yes,
does it function the same way?
functions are same way. You can able to assign directly.
Okay.
So you can able to use these classes directly only in JDK 1.5. So these are the wrapper classes. So these are the wrapper classes and the above are primitive data types. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In JDK 1.5, you can able to assign these wrapper classes directly to corresponding primitive data type. In the similar way, you can able to assign this primitive to here and here to here. Vice versa, you can able to assign directly. Only in JDK 1.5. In JDK 1.4, you are not able to assign directly. See now, so this is a capital integer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this capital integer, I can able to assign directly to small int. Did you see this?
Right.
So I'm assigning capital integer to small int, correct?
Right.
So if I will change the JDK 1 point, currently I'm using JDK is 1.5.
Fine.
If I will change the JDK version 1.524, what will happen? So how many lines will break? Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
So how to fix line number 8?
You have to go back to the change the version, and in order to fix here, you just have to put the same word new.
Yes, new integer and 1.4. Okay,
Yes.
let me add this one.
Just like the first one.
Yes, so it will work now, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So now how to fix this one? So this is
So
a wrapper class and we are trying to assign to small integer. So how to assign the
bigger.
value?
It's a bigger letter. I
Yes,
and
yes, correct. It's a big integer and it is a small int. So how to get small int value from capital integer? So this is a class, right? This is a class basically. Did you see this class?
right.
So inside this class, inside this object, so there is a method called, see here, int value.
Hmm.
So in this way, you can able to get the primitive value from the wrapper class. So this is the primitive value, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the wrapper class. So in this way we can able to get the primitive value from the wrapper class. So this is clear.
Yes.
In the similar way we have some other wrapper classes are long. Did you see this? Can long L it can I able to assign directly? So it is
Long.
saying cannot convert from capital small long to capital long. So how
Okay.
to fix this issue?
You have to put the same way. It's just like
New
new long.
long and I had to.
Put the bracket.
So this piece of code I had to write extra in JDK 1.4. If I want to eliminate this piece of code, so what I had to do? So I had to use JDK
1.5.
0.4. So this is JDK
No, this one
1.4
is. Okay.
and in
Yes.
JDK
I have to put that. Mhm.
just take it out. JDK 1.5. So I can able to assign directly in JDK 1.5. But currently I'm using 1.4. So in 1.4 the 1.5 code will not work.
Right. But is it a 1.4 code is going to work on 1.5, right?
Yes. Compatibility is there always.
Mhm.
So reverse compatibility will be there always. Say for instance, this is 1.4. So 1.5 will be built on top of 1.5. 1.6 will be built on top of 1.6, something like that. 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. If you see, this is 1.7. So under 1.7, we have 1.6 code, 5 code, 4 code, correct?
Mhm.
So in that way, if we have a latest version, you can able to execute all older version code also. So reverse compatibility will be there always. So this is clear, right? How we are doing boxing and unboxing. So
Right.
this is called boxing basically.
Mhm.
Okay. So in JDK 1.5 we have to do 1.4 we have to do this boxing explicitly, whereas in JDK 1.5 you no need to do that boxing. So who will do? JDK 1.5 will take care of this boxing part. Okay. Now go back to 1.5. One more step. Unboxing. Is this
Yes. That one.
1.5? Yes. Now all the errors gone. So now here, right, boxing is happening by JDK 1.5, correct?
Mhm.
From JDK 1.5 the boxing is happening, meaning it is converting new long equal to long, something like that. It is assigning the value, correct?
Right.
New long L equal to new long, it is assigning the value, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, now if you see here in JDK 1.4 we have to do like this. So now I want to assign the primitive value directly to, did you see this? This is a wrapper class, right?
Right.
And this is a primitive class, correct?
Mhm.
I'm assigning wrapper class directly to,
Primitive class.
so this is called unboxing. So in 1.4 how what I had to do? Copy the same code. So in 1.4 I had to do like this. And this is in 1.5. Did you see the difference between 1.4 and 1.5?
Yes.
So this is called unboxing. This is called unboxing. So this is called boxing. So this is called boxing, and this is called unboxing. In the similar way, you can able to do. I mean, we can able to assign the value for all other wrapper classes also, like integer, long, character. In similar way, we have character C also. So this is another wrapper class. Integer, long, character. So these are the other wrapper classes. You are clear right now? You got some idea, right? What is boxing, unboxing, what is wrapper class, what is primitive data type?
Correct. So, Manohar,
Yeah.
if we can use the 1.5, so then we don't need actually.
Yes, we no need to do these extra tasks.
So that means auto unboxing and sorry, unboxing or auto boxing actually. If we use
Yes.
the JDK 1.5, we are done. So we don't need to go for JDK 1.4. So is
Yes.
that right?
Yes, yes. If you use 1.5, so you no need to do all these tasks. You no need to do boxing. So this is called boxing, correct? So if you use JDK 1.5, you no need to do boxing part, and you no need to do unboxing part. So JDK will take care all those things.
Okay, so that means that 1.5 is getting some new features
Yes,
than
additional features. Yes, it can save your some piece of code. It will write some piece of code for you.
okay.
And another example I'll give you. So let me class A public integer get my number, return x. So this is very important example, integer x. I'm going to write one more method.